I have not encountered or seen a video of anyone talking about self-aware narcissists. So, Dragonstorm's going to go all in today. Well, first off, before I begin my diatribe, I am a believer in the random 1%. I do believe that within a cluster or a group or a condition that there is 1% chance that something random and different can happen. I do believe that. And I also believe that a healing journey is a healing journey. If you are on a journey of self-discovery and to become a better person, to become enlightened, and most especially if you're an evil piece of trash who destroys life after life and has decided maybe, not destroying people over and over again throughout life is not a great thing to do, and decides to change, blessed be God. I watch and listen and take advice from only one self-aware narcissist, Professor Sam Vaknin, the gentleman who brought us the term narcissistic abuse and many others. Through his experience, self-knowledge, understanding, and investigation of his own conditions, a cerebral narcissist who actually put his condition to some good. However, at the same time, I've watched Sam enough to understand he's not connected to source. You're not going to find spirituality. You're not going to find a spiritual connection with his content. When it comes to narcs, a narc is always going to be a narc. These self-aware narcissists and these self-aware sociopaths and all this stuff. Like, it's the information that they bring through whatever journey they're going through, whether it's a legit healing journey or they're learning about themselves or explaining themselves. I mean, that's great. It's good. It's nice to have a look into the mind of someone who has a certain condition and understand how they think. That's great. At the same time, these types of conditions are built on deception and guile. They're built on fooling you. They're getting supply, getting attention. They are built on delusions and illusions and grandeur and tricking other people into believing that they are something that they are not. I was once watching this creator called Batwolf, all right, which was hard to watch because, just the screams douchebag. And I saw a video where he was adamant, he was ignorant about there's no such thing as empaths, and coming down. And this is because that man has no connection to source. Narcissists, people with certain cluster B conditions have no connection to source or God whatsoever. You're not going to find spirituality there. And the fact that this man had to come down on empaths, on people with compassion who have a psychic or deep connection with source, just showed me exactly who he was. Cut that off and ain't followed him since. I also watched a video from Sam where he went over a great list of what a narcissist is, and then he was talking about those of us who do our type of content and there's no other terms. There is no other terms to these things. And then at the end of that, he went, an empath is a bullshit idea. It does not exist. That's because these people are disconnected from source. I go to Sam for technical information. I don't go to him for spiritual information, still understanding the man is a narcissist. I get videos from friends of mine who have also gone through narcissistic abuse recovery, and they send me stuff from Lee. I used to watch Lee, and then I stopped watching Lee because when Narcopath came over to my house one time, she was like, I watch Lee Hammock all the time. And her excuse for doing this was she was trying to figure out what was wrong with $3 Bill, the other narcissist I was triangulated with. The truth is the narcissistic sociopath, Narcopath, who triangulated me with another narcissist and destroyed my life for years, was actually looking for information on how to be a better narcissist, and she was also looking for information on how to smear campaign me and other victims by pointing the finger, hiding her narcissism and pointing the finger at others to blame them and further abuse them. Another thing that gets me about these self-aware narcs is that I honestly believe, whether it's intentional or not, I honestly believe that it is meant to keep victims in a cycle of abuse. Think about it, right? If you're trauma bonded with a narcissist and you keep hope and, you're allowing yourself to be a perpetual side bitch and take their abuse and deal with their grandiosity and their deception, and then you're watching this self-aware narcissist doing content, it's going to give you a little bit of hope. I think it gives some people hope, and they stay in these abuse cycles because they think, oh, my narcissist can change. Look, that narcissist changed. Honey, that narcissist will always be a narcissist. That sociopath will always be a sociopath. When it comes to sociopaths, they learn how to mimic other people's emotions. What is that happiness? What is that love thing? They figure these things out on the schoolyard, and as they grow up, so they know how to manipulate others because they know how your emotions affect you, not that they have them. And a narcissist is so hurt for their entire freaking lives, it's all about escaping pain, creating an illusion of false self, and then using that false self to destroy someone else. How can you depend on someone's accuracy or intention when the very condition that they have is built on deception and guile, presenting a false self? Meanwhile, psychopaths are out there on the schoolyard, killing and destroying animals to practice, for humans later in life. We're not even going to touch that. Like I said, a healing journey is a healing journey. And if someone has one of these conditions and they are actually trying to be a better person, if they are attempting to refrain from destroying life after life after life because of their effed up conditions, beautiful. That's a beautiful thing, and I'm happy for them. Good for you. But when it comes to like legit honesty, when it comes to, I would rather listen to someone who has been a victim of narcissistic abuse, a survivor who is now imparting the education they had to go through in order to survive a demon, than listen to a person who is completely disconnected from source. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you're dealing with. All right. I mean, and it's a shame because the nature of these conditions are built on deception. It is a shame. That person may be genuinely trying to impart knowledge upon you, but they are not connected to source. And the entire basis of their condition is deception. So the choice is really up to you and how you feel. Are you going to continue to listen to a person who is admittedly a liar and a deceiver, or are you going to get your education and get your reinforcement, positive reinforcement from people who have been through it with these demons and know what they're talking about? It's up to you. My love to you. But remember to protect yourself, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and never again suffer these fools. Hey, we're going to talk about the female overt narcissist, the female narcissist, all right? Especially the semantic ones, you know, the ones that jump from bed to bed to bed and destroy men's lives. That's what we're going to talk about today. All right, brothers, get ready and buckle up. We're doing it.
Love cheating. It's actually my biggest fantasy. You'll never want to cheat on me. You'll be drained. Like there's nothing left in you to cheat. But I will cheat because I'm bored. I am so thankful that God truly met me where I was, because I now feel emotions.
Credit to Achieve Success Instagram account. They're the ones that I took that video from, and please give them a follow. Now, the message that they were trying to convey is like, you know, God is good, God heals all people. Listen, you understand spiritual narcissism is a thing, right? You understand that the hoes out there, I'm talking Insta hoes, your women that you see all the time on your OnlyFans, shaking their ass, getting naked for money. Okay, they are not high value women. They look good when they're young. They look good to a certain extent, but that's not the one you're going to marry. That woman did not change. She didn't. She got rich. Oh, she showed her goodies, and then she exposed who she actually was, and got shamed to the point where now she's found God. She ain't found God. That person has no connection to source. That's somebody who's trying to continue their arc of success by now being a good person, as opposed to exposing themselves for the manipulative, deceitful, awful, man-destroying, relationship-destroying person that she was. She still is. Now she's going to do it in a church. It's a beautiful idea to think that, like, you know, some people do find redemption. Some people do find a new spiritual path, but that does not negate the destruction that woman has caused in her life. Narcissistic women destroy families, men. They don't care about you. It's all about image. It's all about a false self, and that's what this woman is putting off. She's putting off a false self. I dealt with one of these types who used their vagina to manipulate, to destroy, to maneuver, to get funds, to get paid, to get drugs for her entire life. The very nature of a covert female narcissist is to use their femininity to garner the things that they want, to garner supply. They use it in their smear campaigns. They absolutely use it when they're doing one of these religious arcs. Like, I'm a recovered hoe bag. I now have feelings. I now understand. Like, I feel so bad. No, they don't. That's a new fake face. That's a new false presentation of the evil demon that's inside of them. Don't think that they're not going to use the dude in church who does not understand these types of demonic women as a way to find stability or as a way to make themselves look good in public. That's a narcissistic woman right there, a definition narcopath. These women do not change. They do not better themselves. They do not have a milieu of character where they instantly become somebody new. That's reserved for people who have actual souls. These types of deceptive women will use their femininity in their smear campaigns, you know, because they're vulnerable women. How dare you come after women? You will see a lot. I guarantee you in the comments, upcoming in the comments, is going to be some hypergamous, narcissistic women who are going to try and shame me because they see themselves reflected in what I'm saying in this video. They do not change. They do not care about you. It is just a new fake face for her to put on, and she's using God She is using the divine to create a new facade. Don't trust these women. They are destructive. They are evil. They are demons. They think their vagina is an ATM, and they will continue to play on society's perception, natural perception of women, especially with men, that we're supposed to protect them and look after them and we'll take care of them. They're going to use that to continue to change their face, recreate themselves, and find new ways to get supply and destroy other people. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and never again suffer these fools.